Welcome to the Explanation Pro. Today I'll explain an American parody film, Meet the Spartans. Spoilers incoming. The movie starts from a narration on the background telling a story that when babies are born from Sparta, elders would inspect for defects, and if there is, the baby would be rejected and be thrown to a pit. The first baby shown looks like Shrek, and when the baby looks like Vietnamese, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt would take the baby. And then a baby with beard and abs is next, named Leonidas, is said to be a real Spartans. Leonidas took trainings with his grandmother, and when he tries to punch his grandmother, the fake teeth of his grandmother fell. He is also being tortured so that he will become strong, but the thing is, one man is getting a bank account number in which he has no information about. The one who is torturing him gets a canned dog food and put it on his two imports, and Leonidas screams loudly as the dog bit it. He is in North Pole, and there he is sitting coldly, and a Subway sandwich is beside him. He took a bite of the sandwich, but he is so frustrated and spit it out for the reason that the sandwich has no mayo. It is also said that red eyes are following him, and that is dangerous, but little didn't everyone know that it is only a penguin. The penguin does a dance making a happy feet dance, and then the penguin started to attack Leonidas and made him to lick the penguin's privates. When the penguin is about to attack again, he went on a narrow space that made the penguin to be stuck. Leonidas found a weapon inside a glass indicating to use it in case of penguin attack. He then killed the penguin. Leonidas went back to Sparta with a penguin skin on his head, and after that event he became the king. He was hooked in a woman who is taking an autograph from him, and he write "Will you marry me" on her chest, and the woman replied with combination of numbers on his chest also. Leonidas asked what is it for, and then the woman showed that under her skirt that there's a lock, and that number she writes is the combination to unlock it. The two are wed and brought up a son into the world. Leonidas is training his son while his wife is watching them. The child has been beaten that he takes all of the punches of his father. His father even uses a chair to beat it on his head, and different method of torture that no child can bear, but still Leonidas' son is standing up. Someone interrupted the training saying that Xerxes' messenger came. Leonidas greeted the messenger, meeting their lips with each other that leaves a great shock with the messenger. Leonidas explained that it is how Spartans greet each other, men to men, and with the women are fist bump. The messenger says that Xerxes, their king, wants Sparta. Men building pyramids, women becoming sex slaves. Leonidas looked around and declared that he will not agree to Xerxes' proposal, and that means he is declaring war. Leonidas starts pushing the messenger to the death pit, and when the messenger falls, one of the guards look at him on the pit, and Leonidas again pushed the guard and then the other. Extras came from a singer who is breastfeeding his son, a punk man singing some rock song, and then an announcer suddenly came up. He interviewed Leonidas how he feels when he does all of that pushing, and then suddenly the announcer take it back and will ask the judges. There is Randy, Paula and Simon, but just the impersonator of those figures, and it seems like he is in the American Idol show. He is annoyed and pushed the judges into the pit, and there Ryan the announcer wet his pants and voluntarily jump into the pit. Leonidas went for his counselors that he bribes with some skincare because of the saggy skins of the counselors. Leonidas show his plan drawing it in a sand, and the counselors starts to sniggers. Leonidas is annoyed and asked why they are sniggering, and it is because his drawing looks like an eggplant with 2 eggs and 2 hills. The counselors then say that he needs to seek for the guidance from the oracle. It said that Spartan gets only a beautiful lady to be their oracle, and when the oracle is there saying stands up, Leonidas says that the oracle is Betty Ugly in a shocked tone. The oracle concludes that if Leonidas went to war with Persia, he will surely die. Leonidas can't sleep because he was bothered by what the oracle said, and his wife says that he should be only listens to one woman, and he asks if it's Oprah, and she answered that from her wife. His wife mentioned that maybe it will be their last night, so they will do the things that they can never do again, and Leonidas starts. He lifts his wife as a barbell up until 100, and his wife with a disappointed face is thrown after the 100 count. The day has come, and they are now ready for battle. He met with the captain and greet each other with a kiss. The captain introduces his soldier, and he asks for 300, and present on his front is less than 20, and the captain says that they are the only ones that passed his criteria. Leonidas says that someone with a handsome face and a good body has a big package, and what Leonidas meant is literally he has a huge package carrying with him. The man is the captain's son, and the package is from the captain's wife. They are now on their way, and each has a partner, and they are holding their hands. They started to hop, and they are singing, "I will survive," and they halted for they are going to replenish their thirst with some Gatorade in different flavors and a Krispy Kreme for their hunger. Someone approaches them and says that he knew a way where they could battle with the Persian, and the king says to show himself, and when the shield is gone it is Paris Hamilton who has bumps because she said that they made her that way. Paris Hamilton says that she dreams of being a Spartan, that is why she asks if she can join them, but Leonidas says that she can't, and she starts throwing the shields and says that she is not stupid, and right after she is knocked out by the shield that she threw. The Persians are now coming with masks on and black suits. The leader says that King Xerxes asks them to surrender, but Leonidas says that they aren't going to surrender. And if that is the case, the battle will begin. The Spartan starts to move forward and did some movement, then the Persians answered it with some movements too. These movements are all dance moves that makes it a dance battle of the two different warriors, and what's really amazing is the stage they are performing and even have player and their sound is hip-hop, and there are judges who gives them straight 10s. The Spartans won the battle and pushed the Persians to the cliff. After that, Xerxes went to the battlefield. He is going down to the ground and one of his human stairs missed a spot that made Xerxes to fall down on the ground. Xerxes stands up and says that it always happens and he got a gun and shoot the one who missed the spot. Xerxes says that he is there because he will offer a deal, and a show deal or no deal approaches on the side. Briefcases and dancers are also present. He offers trip to casino and hotel stays at Nevada. At first, Leonidas wants to grab the offer, but Leonidas still rejects Xerxes and says no deal. Xerxes then commands to fight the Spartans again, and this time it is a flip battle where they are mocking each other personally or not. Then again, Xerxes' warriors back off and the Spartans won. On the other side, the queen is making a move to convince the council to send more Spartans so that they can win the battle, but Traitorin, who is a traitor, suggests that the only way that they can survive is to surrender to Xerxes. But the queen fights and funnily transform in a Spider-Man costume and combat Traitorin. Traitorin can't be defeated by hand because he is made of sand. The queen made a big movement that made Traitorin turns into dust and a coot poop into the sand. When Traitorin is about to transform again in a human form, the council are all laughing for he has a cat poop on his face. The last weapon that the queen has is a vacuum that made Traitorin disappears, and the council just noticed after that fight that Traitorin is a traitor, and the queen is disappointed and says, duh. Xerxes back out for now, and Paris Hamilton sealed a deal. Xerxes asks what does Paris Hamilton wants, and she says the channel bag and to remove her bump on her back, and she will say the secret way so that the Spartans could be surrounded. They started to battle and the Spartans do their formation and the Persians attacked them. They killed some Persians and then the Persians released one of their greatest weapons, a man on his boxing shorts with the name Rocky on it. Sonio, the captain's son, is the one who is nearest to Rocky and his father is about to warn him, but Rocky punches Sonio and made him headless. The captain is really angry that he wants to avenge his son. They started a battle but Rocky is very strong. The captain falls down to the ground on their first encounter, and when he fell there are weapons beside him. The first weapon is knife and the second one is a gun and the third one is a Botox injection. The captain decided to get the Botox injection and he injects it at the top of the bald head of Rocky that made Rocky to fall down because of Botox overdose. The captain is very happy holding a belt of a world champion boxer, but he didn't know that Xerxes has a plan. Xerxes had a spear and he targets the captain while he is enjoying his victory against Rocky. The spear that Xerxes threw got the captain to fall. King Leonidas runs to the captain's spot and tells him that it is a beautiful death, but Leonidas disagrees because of his filthy situation. King Leonidas is very upset that he went to hunt Xerxes. He became like a character in a video game where he acquires guns and kills the Persian warriors, and while Xerxes is on his run, he found a transformer box. Xerxes with his transformer box went to a car and then he puts the transformer there and he transforms into a transformer and he called himself as Xerxetron. When he is about to attack the Spartans, he can't lift his foot because he is wired because he needs electricity. The transformer robot loses its balance and he fall down. Leonidas is not wrong about him saying that he will make a god king fall, and it happened, and they are the ones who gets the weight of the transformer literally and says that it was a great death. One of the soldiers who is blind, that Leonidas commands to go back to Sparta and says that he should give the penguin's beak necklace to his wife and tell how great those 13 Spartans who fought with thousands of Persians warrior. The blind warrior finished the task and the queen gives him more warriors to fight, but since he is blind, he commands the troop in a different way and not in the way where Persians are. The movie ends where all of the casts are performing "I Will Survive" in an American Idol show with the judges impersonators and finish the whole song with their sing and dance performance. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe my channel for more videos like this. See you in the next video.